Good evening, guys. It is Tuesday. Thanks for doing a Tuesday night for Monday night. I've kind of heard that sometimes Monday nights are hard for people, so I thought I'd give this a shot, especially after the holiday weekend. So welcome, and I just wanted to kind of group us together tonight. I don't have anything like super specific planned, but I do have some stuff I want to go over with you guys. We are heading into Summit. Summit is next weekend, so a large number of us. I'm really excited. It's actually my first Summit. Even though I've been a coach for a while, I've never gone to Coach Summit. So I'm really excited to go, and I'm even more excited that I'm not going by myself, that a lot of you guys are coming. And I really hope that those that are not coming this year already are going to try to make it happen for next year. I don't know where it's going to be yet. It was in Vegas every year before this year. And I don't know where it's going to be next year. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back to Vegas because it's an easy city to have a conference in. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they go to Canada because of the Canadian, but I don't know. So I also wouldn't be surprised if there's a separate summit for Canadian coaches at some point either, just to make it easier for traveling for you guys. I don't know. So Nashville's nice for me because I can drive there from Indianapolis. But as we go into Summit, a lot of like the prizes and stuff that they've had focused this month have been for Summit. Get Success Club and go to the Success Club party, or get this and you'll get to meet so-and-so at Summit. And when you're not at Summit, sometimes it's like, well, whoop-dee, right? But for July, if you guys don't remember, it's Success Club 5 or 10 in July. You get to choose some Beachbody swag, so that's kind of fun. Like, I think you get to choose like a mug, a water bottle, or a shirt or something like that, or a tote. So that's kind of fun. One thing, if you didn't listen to Carl on the National Call yesterday, I do recommend that you go back to the podcast, fast forward ahead through all the chit chat, but listen to Carl. He's like at the last 10 minutes, and man, he will get you fired up, you guys. If you haven't listened to it, I love him. He's a great CEO. He's so real, and he listens to he reads every post that people post on his page about, the customer relation problems and the shipping issues and this and that and the other. He reads all of them, and he takes them so seriously, and he's so awesome. So as we go into next week, what he's challenged every single coach to do is to get Success Club 5 before we go to Summit. So I am challenging all of us that are on this call, and whoever is listening to this after the fact, challenge yourself to get to Success Club 5 by July 16th, okay, or July 15th. That's next week. So you have 1 week to do it. And the reason that we're doing this is, it's halfway through the month, so it's like a perfect opportunity to set that goal for yourself. But those of us that are going to Summit, you'll kind of go into Summit with the wind at your back. And then we're going to come out of Summit with new training that I'm going to share with you guys, a lot of that stuff when we come back on that following Monday. New training, new tips, new products. Size is going to be out. The performance line is going to be out. It's going to be out. And we're going to have all these, it's going to be, everybody's going to have a lot of energy after Summit. So get that Success Club 5 that aren't me. If I can. More. Mute. More. So if you guys can mute yourself, that would be great, so that I'm not hearing background noise. There should be a mute button. That'd be awesome. So I can keep talking. So, like I said, there you go. Mute all. Okay, I muted you all, so now you can't talk unless I unmute you. All right, so like I said, the push for the year now, I want you guys to set yourself a goal, Success Club 5 by July 15th. And sometimes it's harder for us that do the Fit in 15 groups because our groups start at the beginning, even the challenge groups are starting at the beginning of the month, right? So we just started our challenge group today or yesterday, and our next group doesn't start for a while, so we're all we get in this lull where we don't want to promote it yet. But I challenge you guys to get out of that habit, because then you get to the end of the month and you're freaking out about getting those points. So start your follow-ups every day. You should have a list to follow up with. You should be posting 3 times a day, every day. Every day you should be posting something. Again, it does not need to be join my Beachbody challenge group. It shouldn't be that. But it should be something about your workout, something about your healthy meals, something about what you're doing to change your lifestyle. Okay. You should be dropping those deposits every day where you're engaging with people in their life, something that's not Beachbody related, because that's how you're building those relationships. That should be happening every day. You should have people that have asked you in the past about Beachbody or Shakeology or your free clean groups or whatever. It's time to follow up with them. Okay. So push yourself. I have a list too. I'm not at Success Club 5 yet either for the month. So challenge yourself to get there by July 15th, all of you. Okay. And you'll get that fun swag too. The second thing that I want you guys to think about as we're going into Summit Week next week is Angela and I had talked about this too, and this relates to all of us, is getting those challengers switched over to coaches, right? Because most of our coaches are challengers, right? Like that's where we all come from. We all came from a challenge group, like 99.9% of us. So the challenge group started and there's a lot of energy, and you see the transformation photos. Like Jamie posted a million transformation photos today, and I could not stop like seeing all of them. It's so awesome. I love seeing all those changes. And now it's time to turn those challengers into coaches. And we prefer to have them as active coaches instead of just discount coaches, right? So I challenge you to start following up with them earlier. So if you listened, a lot of you watched that call, the Brittany Leggett call, and how she talked about how like 1 week into the challenge group, it's time to touch base with all of your challengers about their Shakeology. Okay, 1 week into the challenge group, not 2 weeks into the challenge group, not 20 days into the challenge group, 1 week into the challenge group. Put it on your calendar. Ding, ding, ding. Alarm goes off. Time to follow up with my people. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? How you like it? Private message out of the group. How's it going? Or text, call them, however they prefer to be communicated with. I just wanted to touch base with you one-on-one, see how you're feeling. I love the energy you have in the group. Your recipes look awesome. How are you liking your Shakeology? I just want to make sure that, you're finding a recipe that you really like, seeing if you're seeing any of the benefits. Have that conversation with them. Start that process then. Okay, we talked about that in Rank It Up a lot too, for those of you that did that training. Start that conversation then. The reason, because then it's already going to be in their ear, and it's not going to be this, oh, it's day 18 and I really want them to sign up as a coach, and their auto ship is about to ship, and then you go with like word vomit and telling them all the benefits to signing up to get the discount all at once. So if you start that conversation 1 week in about their Shakeology, then week 2, you can follow up with them again and see how, of anything else, and then you can still go into that discount opportunity. Okay, because 90% of your, even more, 95% of your coaches are going to come from your challengers. They're already there. I can go into any challenge group and pull out those coaches and tell you who they are. I saw it on all of you guys that were mine. And I approached you, and you know how I talk to you. I'm very real. I'm very honest. I'm not pushy about it. I tell you straight up facts, so be honest with them. Don't lie to them. If you need me to get on a call with you, I've done calls with coaches to help them explain things. But they need to do a program. That was the one thing Jessica had talked about, how she tells people to sign up as a coach lately first, so that she can go as a discount, and then they can just pause it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that idea for 2 reasons. One, because I think it is really super duper important for a coach to do a program as a challenger, like be a challenger first, because you're going to have so much more passion there, and be able to promote the program so much better. And there's a lot less strings attached, and then you're not seeing cancellations and losing rank and all that stuff. So I just personally much prefer to have them a challenger first. It's this no strings attached customer coach relationship, and then you kind of build that on from there. That's not to say it's not good to talk to them about the coaching opportunity. I just don't like to be like, well, just do this now and then you can just cancel it, because there's just too much there. I want them to really be sure about signing up as a coach. So And then if you need me to do a coach call, if you're ready for a sneak peek, those are what those are for, to explain, kind of what we're about. So one weekend, start touching base about that Shaco so it makes that conversation go a little smoother. Okay. And then it's not so much, I can't afford it. Right. So you're already kind of having that conversation. So Success Club 5 by next week, that's your goal. And starting those conversations early is going to help you get there as well. And that follow-up list. So the last thing I wanted to touch base about today was the Power Hour. So I know we talk about this a lot, but we've had a lot of new coaches lately. And so I think this is a really important topic to reiterate. A lot of us everyone on this call has a different schedule. Some of us work full-time out of the home. Some of us work full-time, but our schedules are wonky and we work weird hours, or we're driving in a car when we're working. Some of us, or truck, we have a truck driver as coach. My husband travels all the time. Some of us work from home, and while that feels like a luxury, it's also really hard to work from home. So we've got kids that are yanking on us, or you think you're going to have half a day off Monday through Friday from the kids because you think they have camp, and then suddenly they don't. That happened to me this week. So, it's just, we all have different schedules. And one of the biggest, hugest, most important aspects of being in this business is finding that set aside time to do strict Beachbody work. I don't care if for you it is at 2 p.m. I don't care for you if it's midnight. I don't care for you if it's 4 a.m., whatever. Everybody's got a different time of day they work better. I tend to work better in the morning. Jamie Schuster does not like early morning. I always remember that about her, and that's totally fine. But schedule it into your day, just like you do your workout, I hope. Just like you do these calls when we have them, schedule it into your day. If you work full time and an hour is just not realistic at a time, that is okay. But you do need to find snippets of time, 30 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Aaron Young, my account, hey, there's my husband. Hi, Jerry. He's so cute. Look at him. I haven't seen him in a while. Okay. Those of us that, Aaron Young, my accountability partner, worked full time as a teacher. That means she got up at 4:30 every day, got her workout in 30 minutes, did some work, and then had to leave her house by 5:45 or something. She was a high school English teacher. And then she had 2 kids. She had to drop off at daycare. She was not getting home until 4 o'clock. She had no device time, or she unplugged from 4 to 8 p.m. every day so that she could spend that time with her kids, because she worked the rest of the time. And then once they were in bed, guess what she was doing? Working, right? But guess what? She went from diamond to 9-star diamond in 1 year. Okay. Diamond to 9-star elite coach in 1 year. She lives 3 miles away from my house. She got 2 kids, was working full time. I'm telling you guys, it's so possible. But she was very structured on the time she set aside for her business. She gave up TV, a lot of her TV time, because she was very focused on what needed to happen. So, find the time, schedule it in. Sometimes it's hard. I got off of my morning routine where I was getting up to get stuff done, and I'm getting back into it this week because it is so helpful for me. I feel so behind because I'm trying to fit in all this stuff in the middle of the day when I don't want to be I have other things to do, or I get distracted, or my kids want to go do something, and of course I'm going to do it, So pick your times. Schedule them in, okay? Schedule yourself some unplugged time where you're not on Facebook and you're not on your cell phone, and, turn your ringer on in case someone needs to get a hold of you. Schedule some of that time for yourself, okay? We all need it, and it's so easy in this business to get sucked into social media like hell, so to speak, and we all need some of that unplugged time. Mine is in the afternoons right now too, and Bella knows she'll shut my laptop if I'm on it. She did that to me today. And you know what? I told her thank you. I said thank you. And I put my phone down she literally shut my laptop, pulled the phone out of my hand. And that was, I wasn't mad at her. I told her thank you. And we went and we colored for a while until I had to go to work. So do that for yourself, you will feel a sense of relief. And it's not like you're not working. You're going to come back to it, right? But you're giving yourself that permission to not answer those messages right away. The messages can wait until your work hours. And I have even responded to people. Sometimes I'll be like, I actually sent a text today because I had a neighbor that gave me a referral, and I said, "Hi, Annette. So thank you so much for reaching out about the 21-day fix. I will get back to you during my business hours tonight." And I gave her a time frame that I could text her back in. So don't be afraid to say that. We get messages at all hours because they don't know when our business hours are, and people are going to message us and email us and all this stuff when they are free. That we would do the same thing, but don't get stuck in this like habit of, oh my God, I have to reply right away. You don't. Okay. Even with the coaches, like I love all of you guys so much, but you guys know, like you'll message me and I may or may not respond right away. I do if I'm like, I happen to be at my computer or on my phone and I don't mind, but there are times where I see it, but I'm like in the middle of doing something else and I wait to respond. And it's not that I don't care or that you're not important to me. I'm just not in that mindset right then. Okay. And I'm trying to be better about my boundaries for my family and myself. So please do that. You schedule your power hour, schedule your workouts, and schedule your closed time. Okay. We all need it. So if any of you guys see me on Facebook, like chatting between like 4 and 8 p.m. and I'm not at the studio, yell at me. Okay. So that's my close time. So I just want you guys to remember those things because I set you guys goals, Success Club 5 by next week, and to start your conversations next week as well with your current challengers, like the new ones. But set yourself these hours. Okay. It is going to change your life if you do it. It really will. It'll make you feel so much more productive too, because you're not going to be like scrambling. It's really easy to feel like you're always working. And as a backing off photographer, Jamie can know this, when she was in doing photography, it felt that way in that business too. Like you can feel like you're always working because you always have something you could be doing. That's not going to change, but you can set some structured time for yourself. Okay. So that's my big deal this week. I'm really excited for Summit. Those of you guys that are not there, we're going to miss you, and I hope you will come next year. And please know that there will be, like when I get back Sunday, that Monday, I'm going to do another Zoom call because I want to share with you guys like a lot of our takeaways. So I'm hoping the coaches that come are taking notes in their meetings too, and we can kind of collaborate and do like a group Zoom for that to share with you guys all the helpful information. The nice thing is they do record all of those trainings and put them on the YouTube channel. So you can usually catch them all, but of course, like you have to set that time aside to watch the hour-long talks on the stage, but they're still really helpful. So I'll be sure to share that with you guys. And other than that, I don't have anything else to share with you guys tonight. Does anybody have any questions? You can use there's a chat box at the bottom. If anybody has anything they want me to go over tonight before this ends or any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Anybody? No questions. Summit. Yes, Mary Rose. What about Summit? What do we pack? Those of you that are going to Summit, bring a mixture of clothing. I think I posted this the other day. Treat Summit like a business meeting. It is a business meeting. It's like a bunch of business trainings, right? So you're going to want to pack a mixture of clothes. You're going to want to bring workout clothes, of course. Okay. You're going to want to bring like business casual clothes. Like when I went to Smart Success, I wore like either nice jeans and a nice top or like leggings and a nice top. But you want to have those nice clothes. You want to have shoes that you can walk in because there's a lot of walking. You may want a little cardigan because it will be chilly in the hotel rooms, but it'll be hot, obviously, outside. You will want some dresses for like the evening ladies. Those of you that are going to 2-Star Diamond Party, which I think is just me and Jamie, the Success Club party, if you're going to that, you will want something a little dressier. Okay. The people dress up pretty nice. So like a cocktail dress for those. And do you have enough time to change in between workouts? I don't know because I haven't been to Summit before. But from what I understand, you might have time to run back and shower if you're within walking distance of the building. But you may want to like pack a little bag with like deodorant and stuff to change in the bathroom. But I'm hoping to have time to run back and shower after I work out. It's kind of and you just never know who you're going to run into when you're at Summit. Like when I was in Cancun, Jerry and I were walking down the beach and we would run into people all the time. So like you just don't know who you're going to run into. Now Cancun was a little different because we were like at the pool. So like being in your swimsuit when you run into Christine Dwyer like I did wasn't a big deal. But like when I met Shaun T in Cancun, I had just worked out with him. I like rushed back to my room and like took the quickest shower ever. I was not about to meet Shaun T for the first time and get my picture taken with him drenched like nastiness. So I ran back, was like, and threw on some shorts and a tank top and then went and met him. So you just don't know who you're going to run into. So just think about that. I mean, there are no rules, like they're not going to kick you out, but think about how you would feel comfortable like meeting so-and-so. I'm really comfortable in workout clothes because I wear them like 90% of the time. So for me, that may not be as huge of a deal, but I'm probably going to make sure that I have deodorant and stuff like that. Yeah. Pink pumps with leopard print dress, Jerry Leonard's. Ha, ha, ha. Jerry won't be there, unfortunately. He has to stay home and babysit. You got your Team Sparta shirt. Yes, I got it too. So that's fun. And the Spark shirts went out today. So if you ordered one, they're going. And then I'll get that other order out once I collect them all. Boob problems. I don't have a boob problem. Jerry looks great in leopard print. So Lisa, did you have any questions? Because people are chatting about pumps and boobs. So I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Lisa loves Shaun, not Jerry. Poor Jerry. He joins his first Zoom call and he gets I don't think he's really listening because look at his face. There he is. Alan loves Jerry. Jamie's the boob modifier. Yeah. All right. Does anybody have any beach body questions? Anybody? Jamie and I are going to get the next modules up for training. They we're collaborating and kind of working on that together. So her and I will get that going. I forget. I posted the dates in the group. I think it's when we get back from Summit. So those will be then, and they'll be around 2. And then they'll be like for the people that haven't done basics yet. Those of you that did basics this time, I think that it went really well. I was really happy with how it went. There was a lot of interaction. We had, you had to participate or you're going to get booted. We weren't trying to be mean. We were just trying to keep the group going, and I think it really helped. So I want to thank Jamie for all her and Craig for all their effort they put into that to help me so I wasn't doing it by myself. And I'm excited for the next one to go too. So we have some fun stuff planned for the next couple of rounds to help you guys rank advance and get more serious about your business. So if anybody has anything they want to share with a future Zoom call in terms of a training or something they feel like would be helpful for the group, the team, I would really love it for like our team to collaborate. And it's not just me going la la la. So if you have a great idea or a great topic you want to talk about, please message me and we'll get you on the Zoom schedule. Or if you have a topic or training that you would like to hear more about, message me that as well, because I want to make sure that this is helpful for you guys and it's not like tedious. The trainings, I'm hoping to have them every month. It just kind of depends on how fast our team grows. Lisa asked how often. So like, obviously we're going to have a Coach Basics run every month, but it just kind of like right now we didn't want to do it. We don't want them to cross over too much because then we get, it's hard for us to keep track of everybody. So I try to space them out so that there's a little bit of leeway time. And the people that do first module, that way they have like a week break at least before they start the second training so they don't get burnt out too. So hopefully every month, you just may have to make sure when you get a new coach that you as their coach are doing the things like sending them that Team Spark Getting Started PDF, which is in the files tab of our team group. And also make sure that you're doing a getting started call with them. If they're not doing it for the business, like right off the bat, that is okay. But I still recommend that you do a call with them or whatever so that you can go over like their fitness goals or whatever, something like that so that you can get them started off right. So that was another thing from Spark It Up group or the Rank It Up group that I gathered is so when you have a new coach, schedule a call with them. Sometimes they're not going to respond and like schedule it with you. I had somebody last month that I was like, can we schedule a call? And she never really responded. So, I mean, I'm not going to be pushy about it, but try to schedule a time with them to connect. I have a visitor. Say hi to Daddy.
Hey.
Yeah, she's supposed to be in bed. She was in bed.
Now I fell asleep.
So Daddy's on the call, so he sees you're awake.
Hi, Daddy.
Okay, so make sure if they're kind of in that before Coach Basics, you can still welcome them to the group, give them that PDF, and schedule that call with them. Sometimes the coaches will rank advance before they go into basics, like Penny did that. That's okay. They can still go into basics. We still go over a lot of information in there about helping them post on social media and that sort of thing. So everybody should go through basics. I think that's a ton of helpful information, and we've revamped it so it's not just this is how you get paid. This is Shakeology. It's a lot more like, okay, it's time to craft a post so that you're inviting people and putting yourself out there. And I think it pushes you. So I think those that did it, Lisa, you did it this time. Did you think it was good? You're going to unmute yourself. Yeah. Okay. So Jamie, do you have anything else to add about basics or anything like that? Jamie Callahan, can you hear me? Should be mandatory. Yeah, we talked about it. The only problem, Lisa, is that when you have coaches that come in and they're just joining for the quote-unquote discount, they don't even respond to the notifications. We don't want to just put them in the group and not have them interact. So that is the problem. Thanks. That's why Jamie and I did the application and stuff, because we were tired of talking to ourselves in the training groups. So, and it worked. Everybody participated. I think everybody that participated saw their business move forward. So everybody, even if they only got 2 successful points, that was 2 successful points they hadn't had before. So, and that was something that they moved their business forward, and that's why we do it. So that's okay, Jane. Yeah, see, SC5 and 15 potentials for July. And I saw people pop in, like go on the SC board that never have been on there before. So that tells me that it was working. So I'm really excited about that. So let's recap before we run out of time, because Zoom is going to kick me off in 5 minutes and I've got to get this one back on her bed. Your goals. SC5 by July 15th. All of us, myself included, because I'm not there yet. So to get that, even though our next challenge groups do not start until August 3rd, we still have time, right? But it's time to follow up. It's time to make sure we touch base next week with our current challengers about their Shakeology and kind of talk with them about that. And follow up. Also, if you had challengers last month, make sure you go into your back office, you find out when their home direct orders are shipping, and you connect with them before it ships, okay? It's very important. That should be on your list every single month, because otherwise what happens, they never remember they signed up for auto ship. They get really mad when they get charged $140 and they didn't know it was coming. So it is extremely important for you to touch base with them. And I always send a reminder, hey, just so you know, your Shakeology is about to ship out on such and such date. I wanted to see if you wanted to go ahead and get signed up for the discount, and if you, or how that was going. I would say 95% of the time they're ready for the discount. Every once in a while I get someone that's, pausing it, and that is okay. They'll probably come back around. But I touched base with them. I let them know it was shipping. They're not angry, and they're happy that I told them that they can cancel their, pause their order before they're charged $140. So make sure that you do that. I have it on my notepad on my laptop so that I can do that. And I have to check it every week because sometimes I forget to check it. So you can also offer, hey, I can cancel it for you. I just need your login information. And I do that a lot because it's good customer service. And I'm not going to go in and get their social security number, but you're going to you're doing that thing for them. If you have a customer that's switching over to a coach, make sure before you send them that coach link, you cancel their customer Shakeology home direct order. It's very important because otherwise they'll end up getting 2 home direct orders, and then they'll be mad because they got charged $140. So please make sure that you do that. And I usually offer to do it for them unless they're a really good technology person. They don't mind doing it, but it's just good customer service to do that. It doesn't take much time. I just log in as them on Beachbody. I go to contact us and I send an email. Hey, I would like to cancel my customer home direct order. Thank you. Send, and it's done. Okay. It takes 2 seconds, and you don't have to, and then make sure you do it before they sign up as a coach, because otherwise if you sign up as a coach and then you go and you try to cancel it, guess what Beachbody does 90% of the time? They cancel their coach order and then they go inactive, and it's this huge deal. So don't do that, okay? Because even though it shouldn't do that, it does, and it's a pain in what. So hope that's helpful. Anybody have any other questions? We have 2 minutes left. No. Okay.
I don't have any questions.
All right, team. Thank you guys for signing in tonight. I hope this gave you guys some helpful information, even though it was kind of unstructured. I just really wanted to touch base with you guys all before Summit. And please know that I wish every single person on our team could be there in Nashville, but I understand that not everybody can for kids and financial reasons. So I really hope that next year more of us can be there. Because we are all spread over the United States and Canada, and I am really excited about meeting some of you guys I've never met before. And hopefully next year, I think we usually find out where Summit is and when it is at Summit. I think we'll find out where it is next year. So I feel like I've known it was in Nashville forever, but I don't remember when I found it out. So, all right. Good night. Bye. You can sign out.